Forgot about this run. I was going to do some more no damage practice stuff today. I did practice Del Largo a bit after work. Always good to practice that fight. But yeah, let's finish this. Getting a bit splintered here, because I uploaded the Halo video today, part 1. And it was something that it took me a long time to do on my main channel, but on the archive channel, it was save 16 if I remember rightly. I should be able to just keep the playlists as I do them, because there's not a whole lot on that channel. So, oh yeah, I remember we got to here, didn't we? We got to the bulldozer fight. Now then. Thinking if I sell
Welcome.
because the striker would be handy here.
Gotta select. What are you selling? What are you buying?
Temporarily trade in my my lovely hand cannon.
What are you buying? Come back anytime.
Cunts!
Should be enough. Hey, what's up, Alan? How you doing, man? But yeah, we'll get this run finished today. And then... Wait. What is this? Thursday tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, get this run finished. And then I think tomorrow I'll do a bit more Halo. And then I will do a bit more practice for the weekend on Friday for the RE4 run. Because I'll be running that on Friday. Okay, now it would actually be better to get rid of the egg here, because that's a full deal. Nice. Hey, what's up, Nicole? Yeah, this run's pretty cool. I'm thinking of redoing this run though, but not on a New Game Plus file, because thinking about it, having to do this run with the default case would be tricky in spots. So could be an interesting run. It could be pretty cool, that one. But we'll see. The no damage run, the no save, no damage run is, you know, top priority at the moment. Now I gotta remember, if I'm killing them all here, like I'm not actually gonna get any more ammo, so it's not the best idea. Yeah, we've got quite a few herbs, and there's quite a few in the coming chapters, you know. So there's a few to go yet, but it's been fun. Hey, what's up, Disco? Be quiet. I never actually noticed that she turns around when she says that. That's quite good. Nice. Eat shit. Nope, you gotta collect every single one. So the only health you get, you know, comes from the first aid sprays and the eggs, basically. Although I will say, you know, having doing all the routing for the no damage run, fights that used to be kind of tricky are no longer as tricky, as long as you just play them super lame. So it's not quite as difficult as it sounds. I can't try it. I'm doing alright. Disco, how are you? I got 2 books on the go at the moment. So I started reading Fire and Blood, as I mentioned that last week. And it made me think that I got a really good chunk of the way through rereading Game of Thrones for like the 3rd or 4th time. And I thought, oh yeah, let me check, like, how far did I get through that? Got like over 600 pages through that. And I thought, yeah, I should really finish that again. So I started reading that as well. I'm kind of flicking between the two at the moment. So, just that. No, they don't. So one thing I did on this run, because I wanted to make sure it was only herbs that are in the run. So you need a first aid spray, like, from the very beginning of the game. If you have a first aid spray, like, in your inventory, like, the game will never spawn health for you. Which is what makes the no item case run so fun. Because that's something that I didn't even think about until I think it was on one of the numerous streams. I think Jessamine pointed it out. I thought, oh yeah, like, good point. Get off my ladder, bitches. And I'm not sure what the cutoff is. I think if you've got one green herb, you can still get herb spawns, but if you've got like a full heal in your inventory, like anything that gives you like 100% health, like a red and green or first aid spray, golden egg, I don't think the game will actually spawn herbs for you at that point. Which makes sense, because you don't need the games being like, hey, use that health that's in your inventory. But yeah, the reason I wanted to read Fire and Blood is because I've been hearing some pretty good buzz about House of the Dragon. And I thought it would be cool to watch that. But, you know, I do like to read the book first, wherever possible. I'm surprised how, like, easy of a read that book is, to be fair. Seeing as it is just a history book, essentially. A made-up history book, at that. It is, you know, it's a good page-turner. Like, it is very interesting. Yeah, that's sort of something I came to the realization of. I realized I hadn't read a book this year. Like, I hadn't read anything this year. And I thought, wow, a whole year, like, without reading anything, that's, you know, that's not good. So, made the point to, like, make time every day to read. Because even if you're as a slow reader as I am, I'm a very, very slow reader. Because reading always sends me to sleep. It is the easiest way for me to go to sleep. Just start reading. And then within about 15 minutes, I am falling asleep. Downside, of course, that means I only get to read about maybe 10 pages. But 10 pages every day, you know, mounts up pretty quickly. You know, if you're reading, like, you know, 70, 80 pages a week, you know, you'll soon get through a book in that amount of time. And not every book is a, you know, like, 800-page size 8 font Game of Thrones book, you know? There are some books that you can, you know, 70 pages a week, like, you'll get through it in, like, 2-3 weeks. Take that. Because that's another thing I noticed as well, while doing, I did my backup yesterday. Not yesterday, sorry. Man, my mental week calendar's all over the place. It's Wednesday today, right? Yeah. I did my backup on Sunday, and I noticed how many streams I had. You know, streams I had on, and I thought, man, that's quite a few. Okay, this is really tricky. This is not good. I knew it. No. I knew that was gonna kill her. I need to reload that shotgun. That was way too low. What was I saying? Yeah, it made me realize how many times I've been streaming a lot the last few weeks, which was, you know, the whole point of, like, you know, putting the brakes on YouTube for a bit. But the thing with streaming, like, it very quickly becomes a habit after work, and it means that, you know, if I fall into that habit of streaming every single day as soon as I finish work, I don't really do anything after work, which is not good. So I think a schedule might actually be in order. I've been thinking about that this week. I think I might actually go back to a schedule and have, like, set days in the week where I don't stream. There we go. Reading makes me sleepy. I think I'm very conservative with my items, and I have too much stuff and saving it for the perfect scenario. Yeah, I think that's a very common trend in games. Was he gonna have a parasite? That wasn't code for give me a parasite. And I'm determined to get through at least a couple of games on Game Pass before my trial runs out. because I've got almost a month left. It's the 29th is when my like 3 months of Game Pass goes, and I haven't played a single thing on it yet. So it'd be cool to fix that. Nice. I really need to clean this monitor. The sunlight is coming onto it, and it shows up all the little specks of dirt that's on it. There's no way I got room for that. There's not a herb in there, is there? Money. Yeah. Right, I can sell the shotgun now, because I won't be needing that again. Alright, got 2 first aid sprays.
Welcome.
Good thing is, the hand cannon is free.
Got a selection. What are you selling? What are you buying?
I would like to keep that rifle, though, because,
What are you buying?
it's going to be useful. Man, it really is pretty crazy. Like, all that ammo is from... You know what? How much was that for the exclusive? Was it only 200k? Nah, fuck it. There we go. Infinite ammo, baby. Yeah, it's amazing how much money you get from just selling hand cannon ammo. Right then. Oh yeah, the Wrecking Ball room was kind of tricky on that, wasn't it? I was going to think that's a lot of deaths. Did play a little bit of RE5 earlier, got a bit further in that, because I just want to get mercenaries. I really do. One thing I was thinking about getting, and I might actually get it while I'm here, is like for streaming stuff to keep somewhat of an idea of what I've got on the go and what I want to do. It was just getting like a fat whiteboard and just making like a huge list of, and like once it's full, you know, focus on emptying that list, and like until that happens, like don't add anything else to like the stream plan, because that would actually get me like to a point where I can get through stuff. Eat shit. I remembered about him, but I thought I'd get to him sooner. Yeah. This is like the most balanced, I think, of the like OP weapons. Like, because if you miss, you know, the delay on shooting again is like pretty. I just thought, does that say? Oh no, it just says .5 caliber. I thought it said put like 5 cartridges, and I thought. You know. Although, like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen like a box of 50 caliber, you know, ammo for like Magnum rounds, but I think you only get like 20 in a box because they're so big. So. Hey, what's up, Dante? Because yeah, the Halo replays will take a fair bit of time. There's a lot of games in that series, so. Quite a few herbs coming up here too, actually, now that I think about it. Cue Hulk Hogan's music. Just need that mod. Oh, and guess what arrived today? Finally. The other Wii Resident Evil game.
Comrade.
Which is cool. The sender didn't pay any postage on this, though.
Crash 2 years ago.
On eBay.
Is that what they told you? You're the one who kidnapped Ashley. You got your
I don't know whether to, like, give a negative review, because
all,
at the end of the day, I don't really care. You know, it was only like £1 that I had to pay, and it was super cheap anyway.
The sample saddler.
I didn't actually. I'm curious, like, how that's actually possible, though. Because I think he just put it in the post. He must have just put it in like a post box, but because it's a DVD, like, it counts as a big letter. So, which is kind of stupid, because I mean, like, how much does a game weigh? Like, not a lot. So, and those like bubble wrap envelopes, you can put a lot in there and not have to pay any additional postage. So. Also, question: does anyone else do this with manuals? I've always done it. I always put them in, like, the other way around. Oh. Oh, I think we just lost connection for a minute there.
All for Umbrella's sake.
I can't check while this is on, so...
Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Die, comrade!
It's X first. Yeah,
Ada!
Well, technical difficulties aside, we're back. I didn't carry on, so the only thing you missed there was that cutscene ending. That was weird. I have not had, touch wood, I have never actually had my internet cut out here before. That is a first in almost 2 years. Speaking of which, I don't know why, but it's probably because October is nearly here, and every time it gets to October, I think, you know, it's basically Christmas, because October usually goes pretty quick, and then you've got Halloween, Bonfire Night, and then, like, 6 weeks later it's Christmas. So yeah, I, gotta start getting moving shit sorted. Because come mid-January I'll be out of here, so... I didn't forget any herbs. I agree, I like October. Not just because it's my birthday. I'm not really a big birthday person, to be honest. I just, October is just, normally it's a very good mixture of, you know, there's that little ramp up to Halloween, Christmas and all that. It's usually quite nice weather-wise, like it's not too cold, it's not too hot, it's not too wet, it's not too dry, like it's a really nice happy medium. And yeah, it's a nice month overall. I thought I could turn them all this way, so you can see all the barcodes. But yeah, then it's Christmas, and then I'll be going back home for, well, I don't know how long, honestly. I don't know. It could be 2 months, it could be 6 months. We'll wait, I'll have to find out. How do you flip it over? You just rotate the right analog stick. Alright, we gotta start. See, look, you could just, you know. I mean, you know, it's like if you do this, you're a terrible person. Sorry. But you are. Yeah, I do wish Halloween was a bigger deal here, but it's not. Like UK doesn't really give a shit about Halloween. I like it. I've always liked Halloween. It's fun. It's a fun time for everybody. I just thought I can sell that hand cannon ammo. But yeah, not a huge deal over here. It's just an excuse to buy a load of chocolate, because you very, very rarely get trick-or-treaters here. Like, very, very rarely. But, you know, you got to buy them, man, because you never know. Like, you might get some. You might get some. So you have to buy, you know, the miniatures. You got to buy all the miniature sweets, and then be like, oh dear, we didn't get any trick-or-treaters. What am I going to do with all this chocolate? Eat it. That's the answer to that question. Costume stream. I'm like, I have like the artistic and creativity of a snail, so I could not do a costume to save my life. I wish I could, though. I love, like, cosplay stuff. It's so creative, but if you was to get, like I would struggle doing Leon's costume. Like, I don't know. But, like, the way people do costumes from scratch and the way they, like, repurpose stuff is, like, so cool. How do you know snails aren't creative? Well, because they're snails. Whoops. Oh, yeah, I can actually restart checkpoint. They're snails, you know? They're pretty slow. Rachel cosplay, when? I don't quite have the bust to do a Rachel cosplay. You know? I don't think anybody does, really. Actually, I don't know, like... It's not really the norm anymore, though, is it, really? When you think about it. Like, there was definitely a time, you know, where, like, I feel like maybe in the 90s, you know, like the Baywatch, like, Pamela Anderson era, where, like, you know, really big boobs were the thing. Like, not so much anymore. Because, you know, Rachel's bust definitely doesn't match her figure, shall we say. I think she's had a bit of help. Yeah, I knew it. I might run this fight a little bit on Friday as well, actually. Yeah, because if he doesn't drop down, like, that's when you tend to get, you know, quick time events, so. Era of the boobies has gone, 2020 is the era of the butts, and then 2000 was the area of the abdomen. That's a good point, actually. I kind of miss the abdomen era, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know. When's the leg era coming back? I feel like we haven't had a leg era in a while, you know? Like, skirts and that. Skirts are underrated. I actually did not think I was going to break out of that. Okay, I'm going to have to do it again. But yeah, it's the era of the ass now. You know? It's all about the ass. I don't have any explosives, do I? No, it should be fine. I feel like it's both right now. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like having like a big booty is definitely more of a thing now than having like big boobs. Because if you want really big boobs, like, you can just get them. You know what I mean? Like, if you've got the money, you can just get them. I mean, I know that's true of an arse as well, but it's, you know, you can actually, you know, work to get a big arse. You know what I mean? You can work to get a big booty. Like, if you've got, like, your boobs are your boobs, really. I mean, you can, like, put on weight and get bigger boobs. Like, you know, that works, but then there's downsides with that. What's your music? I don't watch any music videos, but I don't doubt that you're correct. Right, we've got another red coming up here. You gotta go back to the skinny models to have the leg era. I don't know, like, legs don't have to be skinny. You know? I don't necessarily mean, like, skinny legs. I just mean legs in general. Just nice legs. But there aren't out there with A-cups in it. I mean, yeah, I mean, there probably are, but, like, their butts are probably fake. You know? Like, physiology is a thing, despite what people would have you believe. You know what I mean? Like, if you've got, like, that's the thing that is really, like, weird. And it seems overly common now as well. Like, I think butt implants are way more common than you might think, like, looking around. And you think, ah, yeah, that's definitely not real. Like, or it's padding, you know? It's, that's also is very much a thing now. Like, padded trousers and, like, padded, like, butt areas of trousers. I just, you know, what can you know, takes all sorts to fill a world, I guess. Alright, we're getting a bit uneven here, aren't we? There we go. You can tell if it's real or not based on where the hips start, is what I heard. That does make sense. But I'm more, like, talking about just the build of someone. Like, if you've got, like, say, a woman that's, like, just got a really, really, like, skinny frame, you know, like, very slim waist, like, slim hips, like, if they've got, like, a slim structure, and yet they have, like, a giant arse, it's like, yeah, like, that's either, like, padding, or, you know, or there's not, or there's something maybe not quite legit about that. Or it could be clothing, you know? Like, clothing makes a big difference. It does. Like, there's clothing that's got, like, molding in it now to, like, you know, squish your arse together to make it look like you've got more of an arse than you have. It's, telling you, man. It's, brave new world. All sorts. It's the lighting. Some people are actually... I've heard about that. Yeah, I've heard about, like, body fat transfers. It's like... Yes, you know. Body dysmorphia, you know. I've heard that 1 in 3k people that get BBLs die, though. I mean, it's, yeah, anything like that, it's not a good idea. You know, I think, yeah, any sort of surgery is, like, there is a risk involved. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how benign a surgery is. You know, if they're putting you under, like, there is risk involved. So, you know, doing that voluntarily, and I don't know, man. It's, and also, it seems quite common when people do get that kind of stuff. Like, more often than not, it seems like, you know, later in life, like, they regret it. You know? So, like, for example, you know, the boobs and butt surgery. Like, if you get, like, you know, really OTT implants, you know, do you really want them, like, in your 50s? Like, yeah, when you know, when you're young and everything, yeah, I guess it makes sense. But, you know, do you really want to be, like, a 60-year-old, you know, with, you know, a giant fake ass? Like, I don't know. Like, does that really serve you later in life? I just thought I really don't need anything else here because I have the hand camera. So.
Got a selection of good things.
Yeah, some
on
surgeries
sale,
are really
stranger.
fucked up. But yes, I want to be 60 years old.
What are you selling?
There was what was it? There was a podcast I was listening to a while ago. And there was a woman on it was a like former porn star, and she was talking about that. And I can't remember what she said exactly, but the other person she was talking to was saying that, oh, you know, like it's not that common, like in the industry, the porn industry. And she said, oh, like no, it isn't. She was like, you know, point out like one person, like one female, like in porn, like over the age of 35 that hasn't got like fake boobs. And the other person was then like, oh yeah, like fair point actually. It's you know, pretty uncommon. All right, that's a lot of space now. People need therapy, not surgery. I feel like this topic has come up before on the stream, but why not? Let's bring it up again. Can you imagine if it was like as relatively straightforward, like for dudes to just get like dick implants to make their dick bigger? You know? Because I feel like deep down a lot more dudes are probably insecure about that. So, you know what I mean? Could be pretty weird, that. Now that's gonna break the wall. Yeah, the only thing, the handling on this is not the best. But there we go. Right. Fuck this door. What is with his run here? Like, just... okay, herbs. That's quite a few herbs. They want to upgrade that to more of mass. Yep. You know, having said that, though, now that I think about it, I don't know how... Because you, ironically, like, you'd need to have, like, some fortitude to actually go through with that. Do you know what I mean? You know, like, I don't know, man. I actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if, like, that would be super common if it was actually something. I don't know. I don't think so. That's something to Google. I guess. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't see why... Again, not a doctor, but I don't see why they wouldn't be. You know, they can transplant virtually every other organ, right? Like, heart, lungs, liver, like, intestine, like, again, not a doctor, but someone let me know. Like, I would imagine, you know, if you can do all the others, like, why not? Yeah, that's what it's the risk. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's the risk. And I feel like you'd have to be, you know, like really insecure and like you'd have to like really have, no pun intended, but like the short end of the stick to go to that length. Again, no pun intended, to go through with it. You know what I mean? It would be just like the idea of like anything sharp going near your gentleman's sausage. You think, no fucking way. Is there a herb here? Oh no, there's a first aid spray though. And there's a grenade up top, isn't there? So. Hey, what's up, Master? Am I gonna take... I mean... You know what? Like... Because here's the thing, like, you've got to keep in mind, like, how young you are. You know what I mean? But, like, if tragedy befell me, and it was possible, and, like, you know, it could help someone out, sure, why not? Like, I'd donate mine. I'd be like, well, I'm dead, I'm not gonna fucking use it, am I? You know? No, it's not gonna do me any good in the ground, so sure, why not? You know? Some dude out there, like, you know, he'll be happy. That seems so weird. Of all the things to donate, like, organ donor. You just, like, imagine just looking at that checklist, you know? Like, oh yeah. Like, wait, what? Really? So I had a boss that had surgery with a brachiectomy. Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah. And apparently that's super risky too, isn't it? Because if that goes wrong, they basically have to, like, shave the existing bone down to actually, like, properly heal. So if that goes wrong, you actually lose height as well. And it's like, it's a super risky surgery. Like, I don't think that's legal in most places, is it? That surgery? I'm only going by what I've heard, you know, literally, you know, from TV basically. But as far as I'm aware, like, I don't think that surgery is actually legal. All that because, you know, dude's got to be 6 feet tall. You know what? That reminds me. I saw a video yesterday. Does anyone know who Greg Doucette is? Has anyone heard of that? If that name rings any bells? But he put up a video. There was this reaction thing of like women reacting to dudes, but then like, you know, they have like a downside, and like height was by far like the biggest one. Where, like, you know, dude can look like Chris Hemsworth, but he's 5'6", you know, and like almost every girl was like, oh no way. Like, you know, like, wouldn't be seen dead, like, with a dude like that short. And I think, man, like, you know, it's not a good look. To be fair, most of the ladies in that video were very young. I feel like, you know, once they got a bit older, like, their opinion would probably change. I think you do. I think you get a lot less what's the word? I don't want to say shallow, but, you know, I think you place like a lot less importance on that the older you get. You know, like how people look just in general. All right. How long is this game? It's one of those, man. It depends. It depends on how much time you want to put into it. You can spend like a good 10-12 hours completing this game if you do absolutely everything and take your time, or you can complete it in like an hour and a half. So, you know. I once considered that taller surgery, but I was like, risk paralysis, no thanks. Oh, really? How tall are you, Valen, if you don't mind me asking? Don't ever get that, man. Find the way you are. It's not worth it, man. And apparently, again, even if it goes well, like, it's supposed to be excruciatingly painful, like, afterwards. Like, agony. The recovery phase is, you know, no fucking joke. So 5'7". Yeah, that's fine. Like, average. Like, what's the average height for women these days? Like, what? Like 5'4", 5'5". Like, you're still taller than the average. What is the cost of the surgery? That is a good question. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. It depends on whereabouts in the world it is. Right. Because it's just such a, you know, dodgy surgery. And yeah, don't you usually only get like an inch like, best case scenario, you only get like an inch. Like, seems, and whenever you're ready, Mike, you know, shoot this guy for me. Where are the herbs in this bit? There he goes. 5'7" is a fine height. It is. And, you know, there's plus sides about being, like, the average. You never have trouble finding clothes and shit. That's something that, is annoying. It's mainly shoes for me. Shoes can be very annoying. And I don't know why, because I feel like, you know, the average height is, you know, goes up every year, and yet, you know, like the average shoe size I think is still like an 8 or a 9, and I think, yeah, like, that'd be nice. Like, so just stop wearing shoes. I mean, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I'm a size 13. And that's European, so 14 for US. 14 in US. Well, I say European. 14 US, 13 everywhere else, because I think the US is the only one that has like a different shoe size. Probably gonna get shot now. Ooh, that was close. What's up, Solid? How you doing? Might do a little bit of Del Lago practice after this because, like, this run is almost done. So now then, there's no herb up there, is there? I mean, shoe. I figured you meant shoe. Chill. Nice. That was totally on purpose. What's in that barrel? I can hear you. Motherfucker. Oh, I do love the hand cannon. It's a lot of fun. Why is your feet so big? Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, man. I'm 6 feet tall here. It's, I know what you mean. I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, I had a friend at university who was 6'10". He was a tall lad. He was a big boy, and he was a size 11. Because when I like met him and like, you know, we started, you know, getting to know each other, I was like, oh, like, you know, like out of curiosity, I was like, what size shoe are you? Like, where do you go for shoes? Like, because you must have like really big feet. And he was like, oh no, size 11. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, why? I was like, I'm a 13. He was like, really? He was like, yeah. Like, it was annoying. Hey, what's up, Maze? Did he go to pro wrestling? No, he should have, though. Yeah, I have tried the randomizer, yeah. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's weird. Don't get me wrong, though, like, can you imagine, imagine that, yeah, like, being 6'10", and having, like, size 13 feet, like, oh my god, like, you'd have trouble finding trousers, you'd have trouble finding, like, shirts, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all well and good being, you know, like, hella tall and shit, but I imagine if you asked most of the people that are, like, say, over 6'4" or 6'5", I mean, even that's pretty tall, but, you know, I bet they have a lot of, like, they have to buy clothes more so on, like, okay, this fits me, so I'm going with this option, rather than, oh, I really like that. You know what they say about big shoes? Yes. Big socks. Giant nudist colony incoming. Hey, what's up, Miles? My God, you asked for that information. Yeah, but again, you know, look at it glass half full, you know? I bet you can find shoes, like, no problem. I've got quite long legs as well. Like, my legs are longer than my torso. So sometimes trousers can be a bit of a pain in the arse. And I'm also very slim. So, like, when you get larger trousers, they tend to just be larger in the waist. They don't have longer legs. So, you know, it's, again, you know, everything's got their problems. But also, you know, I look at it on the bright side, you know? I can put all my shit in the top shelf in the cupboard, and it, you know, it's all good. Like, it's an excuse to get a king-size bed, you know? There's always a plus side. You just got to look for it. There's always a positive. You know? It's 6 feet is the perfect height to get girls. I don't know about that. The last couple of years would disagree. I disagree with you on that one. Hasn't helped me. Oh, shit. Right. Any bed feels big. Sure. You gotta have a big bed. I feel like you need to have a bed that is almost like you need to have a bed that is actually too big. You should, because your bed should be, you know, you shouldn't be like, oh, I haven't got enough room in this bed. Hey, what's up, team? You know, you should have more than enough room. You should be comfortable. Money dating and stuff, though. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's always been that way, to be perfectly honest. I think, again, not to generalize, not to cast aspersions, but I would say it does seem like people are a lot more, you know, vain when it comes to that stuff now. But maybe you've always got to think maybe that's just your experience, because there's plenty of people that plenty of people that don't think that way. You know, don't read too much into that stuff. You know, I guess that's what I'm saying. Right. So what's in here? No, that's not a herb. Oh, I remember where it is. It's out here, isn't it? Yeah, thinking, on a regular run, what would I have room for here? Like, I'd have room for, like, a pistol, basically. Yeah, a pistol and a shotgun, pretty much. So. Yeah, probably, but I think there's, what? Oh, man, I'm annoyed, because there's a term, there's a proper statistical term for what I want to say, and I can't remember what it is. But there's a word for that, in that, like, statistics-wise, that's true, but the statistics, you know, are from, like, you know, they are from a source which is, like, not representative and statistics based, and it's a very small sample size. Because, like, you know, I think it was a few streams ago, people mentioned about like the stats on, like, you know, dating sites and that, like, oh, you know, X amount of, like, women, you know, say no and all that shit, and I think, yeah, but think about how many more, like, men there are on, like, the average dating app than there are women. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's way more. So it's there is, as I said, there is a proper term for it, but I can't remember. I can't remember what it is. Is he dead? Yeah, skewed statistics, yeah, but there is a proper, like, you know, a statistician's term for what is essentially, I guess, what you'd call, like, a, you know, a corrupted pool. Like, it's just, it's so specific that it's just not representative of reality, do you know what I mean? You bitch. It's like 15 men for each. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was even more than that, to be honest. But, you know, I could believe that. So. I've never dated or anything. Online dating is a big no, especially when those sites are rife with all sorts of horrible people. Yeah, and bots, too. Like, apparently there's a whole lot of bots on that. Which, again, you know, take it with a pinch of salt, but at the same time, it's not that hard to believe. So, it's just one of those things, really. Right, there's another green herb in here. Right. 3 yellows. I think I can actually reel off where those yellows are. Oh wait, is that a herb over there? It is. Oh man, I knew I was forgetting one. Yeah. Focus on yourself. Yeah, exactly. You know. And I think and also I feel like there's way more pressure these days to just be in a relationship. As someone who has been in relationships before, long-term ones, I don't know about that. Like, it's like if you ever if you ever talk to someone who's been divorced, you know, like granted, again, it's a skewed opinion, but they always say like, yeah, like don't ever get married, you know, just stay single, like. So. Should you wish a person you used to date a happy birthday? No, fuck them. Get a voodoo doll and set it on fire. That depends. You know, like if the split was, you know, very civil and, you know, you just were like, yeah, like, you know, like we're not meant for each other. Like, you know, if you're still on good terms with that person, then, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, if you never ever talk to said person, and, you know, there is no reason to other than that, like, you know, maybe not. Like, again, that's a very case-by-case question, I feel. It really does depend. Because if there's bad blood there, you know, you think, well, fuck them. But then you think, well, should I be civil? It's like, it's a whole, you know, it really depends. So. Mostly no, there is a reason why you split up, and they should miss your presence. I mean, yeah, I guess, but like sometimes, I feel like most of the time though, like, unless it's something, you know, really bad, like, boiled your bunny or something. Most of the time, I think people split up because like you're just not right for each other. You know, it's one of those things that is, you know, it can be deep, but not really, because at the end of the day, like you can just not be meant for each other, or even long term. You know, if you've had, speaking from experience, if you've had a relationship that works up until a point, but then like you just get to a certain point later in life, or things happen, like life experiences can change you, and you just no longer work with that person. Like, you know, it's not anyone's fault. It's just life. Sometimes that happens. Like here's the easiest way to put it, I guess. Like you can outgrow somebody, and I think that's true of. It's true of friends, and also true of, you know, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. Like, you know, sometimes you just, you know, they're right for you at that time, and then they're not. I started wishing happy birthday to the persons that did it to me. I mean, again, like, you know, was it a bad split? Or, because if not, like, I totally get it. But, you know, if they boiled your bunny rabbit, like, fuck them, you know, like, but, you know, it's like, sometimes you gotta, like, know when things are best left alone. I'm getting a voodoo doll just to face the points. It's hard. It's hard in life sometimes, but don't hold a grudge. It's just, all that is, you know, that doesn't help anybody. Just move on. Because that other person probably doesn't give a fuck. So, you know, they probably don't care. So you're just wasting you're wasting your mental energy, and you only have a finite amount of that. So don't waste it. Got you. I used to wish for everyone at our middle Facebook told me, but not all do the same. Yeah, like, birthday, like, that's something that some people can be really, particular about. It's never really bothered me. Like, I've never, like, my birthday's never been a huge deal for me. So, you know, like, if people don't, like, it really doesn't matter if, like, someone doesn't remember my birthday. I'm like, oh, you know, whatever, that's fine. Like, at the end of the day, it's one day out of 365. You know. And I'm not great at remembering birthdays. I'm really not. So. Alright, there's a green herb over here. There's a first aid spray on that turret guy. Whoa. Put that down. That looked like that hit him, but okay. That's a nice crossbow you have there. My gun is much better. Right, oh yeah, I need that. Rocket launcher guy dead. That's everybody. Right, I think I can combine all those. Yeah, there's, the yellow's coming up. We've got one, there's one in the, yeah, there's one in the, I'm trying to think, there's only 3 left, isn't there? And yeah, because there's 2 almost in the last chapter, like, right next to each other. So. I've never used Facebook. I've heard, like, Facebook apparently now... Oh, so here's like, a funny anecdote on that. So my niece is 11. She starts secondary school this year. High school, for you non-UK people. And I remember... I can't remember how it came up in conversation, but Facebook came up in conversation. And she said... what did she say? She was, I can't remember her exact words, but it was basically just, oh, no, like, I won't be seen dead on Facebook. Like, that's for old people. Old people, you know, to her being, like, anyone over the age of 25. You know? And I thought, damn. That's a quick turnaround, isn't it? 10 years ago, Facebook, like, basically owned the planet, and yet now it's just, oh, God, no, I won't be seen dead on that. You know? That's for grandparents. And yet, as I said, like, she's literally referring to people that are, like, maybe 2 years, like, out of university. I thought, man, that's, that certainly changed quick, didn't it, that did? So I would imagine maybe now Facebook is not, like, the burning cesspool of, you know, garbage that it used to be. I don't know. We don't know. I think even Instagram, I think, has got a bit of an era of, you know, of like, oh no, that's yeah, I was gonna say it's TikTok, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's TikTok and Twitter. I think that is, you know, what the kids are into, because it's the what's it called? Hey, what's up, Frozen? It's the quickest, it's the most digestible, you know. Twitter is just, you know, like whatever it is, like 100 and something characters or something. You know, TikTok is just, I don't, you know, I imagine TikTok's, what is it, like 30-second videos or something? TikTok's like super short. Yeah, so it makes sense. Okay, there's rifle ammo in there. I can't remember, like, off the top of my head what's in these, so. Alright, nice. Oh yeah, Snapchat. I forgot about Snapchat. But yeah, I would have thought Instagram was maybe a little bit... Here's the thing with Instagram, like, I guess maybe that's more aimed at sort of, not kids, but, you know, like, youngsters. You know, from, say, the age of, like, 18 to 25. I don't know. I feel like, you know, teenagers wouldn't really be on Instagram, because, like, Instagram is basically just, you know, a flexing platform, isn't it? And I think, well, teenagers of, you know, like, what can a teenager really be like? Yo, check out my car. Oh wait, I'm 13. I don't have a car. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, they haven't got anything to flex about yet. But I don't know. Who knows? Hey, what's at war? I cannot believe I didn't get shot though. Twitter is bad because it isn't toxic enough. I feel like Twitter is like... I feel like Twitter has enough toxicity to... I don't know. Fill 2 worlds. But again, it's one of those... Like, it's why I got rid of Twitter, to be honest. Because, like, if you curate your Twitter feed, you know, then it's, you know, as bad or good as you make it. But the reason I got rid of Twitter was because it has that, car crash mentality of, you know, you can't not look, you know? Like, you know, sometimes, like, you can't not look at something even though you know it's going to be, you know, just a cesspool of shit. And, you know, human nature, man. Like, sometimes you can't help it. So, it's, I'm really good at doing that on every other platform, but Twitter, I don't know. Again, I think because it's so digestible. It's just, you can just scroll through, like, stupidity and craziness, and you're like, man, the world is just on fire, isn't it? Like, oh, you bitch! I knew that was gonna hit. So yeah, it's use it at your own risk. Because it's weird how, like, again, like, when people say social media, I don't think people really include stuff like YouTube or Twitch in that. And I would say, like, they are just as much social media. There's just more effort needed for Twitch and YouTube. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know about that, actually, is there? Now that I think about it, I guess that also depends on your goal, like what you want to do. There are definitely some pretty low-effort YouTube and Twitch channels that, you know, are very big. So, oh, I don't think so, buddy. Fucking parasites, man. Sit down. I guess it takes more effort to participate in YouTube or Twitch. I think that's pretty fair to say. Is that everybody? There's no herb in there. There's a herb at the other end, and there's a herb in the lockers. Fuck you. Dude, these parasites, man. Can you... Again, that wasn't an invitation for more parasites. Motherfucker. Oh, there's a red herb down here as well, isn't there, actually? I think that might be the last heal I have that's not herbs. I don't think there's another first aid spray or anything around here. That's rifle ammo. I think this is... yeah, that's money. Pretty sure I have got every herb. You trying to be sneaky. That's handgun ammo, what's in here? TMP ammo. Yeah, I think I am going to do this run again, but on a fresh save. Because at this point, like, what would I have room for here? I'd have room for... I'd have room for a pistol, a shotgun, and like 1 box of ammo for each. So not a whole lot. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know what. I should probably look up what the stuff means, but I have no idea. Look at this dude with his crossbow. Thinking he's cool. Fuck off. Get him or catch him? That makes sense. I guess get him. They're not trying to take you. They're not trying to take you as a prisoner. Here we are. Yeah, here's the yellow herb, and the last yellow herb is just before the last boss. So I haven't missed any yellows. Nice. There we go. Another green. So that answers the question. There are more reds than yellows in the game, but not by much. There's what? I don't think there's any more reds in the game. Actually, there might be one. I think there's one more red. Okay. Interesting. If that somehow missed him, fair enough, but I don't get how it didn't hit the guy behind him. There's another green here, I believe. Yep. Yeah, it would, yeah. Alright. I can get rid of the rifle now. I don't need that. Okay, I can finally even this up. There's a lot of greens in the run. Man, yeah, there really is a whole... Look at that. That's a lot of greens. Now, if my memory serves, there's one more green and yellow before the boss, and there's a green herb in the boss fight. There might even be 2 green herbs in the boss fight. I fucking knew it. What are the ones? The red, green, and yellows fully heal you and extend your maximum health. And they're worth 10 grand. They are, it's funny how they really are an integral part of that no damage, like no save, no damage, kill all run. Because, you know, it's 270 grand is got, you know, via just selling those. Hang on a minute, isn't there a herb in this room? There might be... This might be the red herb I'm thinking of.
Wait.
Or... There's something in here. I swear there is. Yes, I knew it. I knew there was one more red. Oh, that's annoying. That's going to ruin my perfect, it's going to ruin my perfect layout. Oh well. It is a herb. And we need them all. That's a whole lot of herbs. Yeah, this could be a fun run.
Follow me.
I don't think it would be that hard, but it would be interesting. It will be an interesting run, at least. It will be something a little bit different. Right, where am I going now? Hardly ever go in there, so. I guess it makes sense because this gives you like this is the final red, green, yellow mix because you get a red, you get a green before that merchant, you get a red in that room, and this is the final yellow of the game. So makes sense, I guess. Boom. There's just something nice about looking at that, you know. And play oh, Painkiller's so good. I've not played that in quite a while. That is a good-ass game. Right, so... That's that. Let's go and do this. Now then, I think the herbs are at the opposite ends, right? close. Yeah, there's one, and I think the other one is like on that side. This is annoying that this isn't gonna be like a perfect layout of herbs. That's annoying. Oh no. Oh no, there isn't. Oh, that's amazing. I thought there was one on here, but it's not. There we go. Boom. I am pretty sure that's every. Whoops. So that's every herb. Right. Is he gonna jump? Can you get over here, please? Whoa! Okay, that was garbage. I would have thought that would, like, cancel his, attack. Cheating bitch. Can you stop doing it? Sure. I just thought, am I going to have room for the rocket launcher? Yeah, I'll have room. Yeah, that's a very pleasing case to look at. Just all the herbs. Just looks cool. Shouldn't this virtually be like right on top of me? Oops. No. Put that shit down. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this run, but do it on a. I'm gonna need to redo my. No, I'm not. Never mind. I want to do the run, but I'll do it on a new game. So I think it could be quite an interesting run. Because there were some tricky spots, even with the hand cannon. So. And I don't, I'm not gonna have like practically unlimited money like I did on this run. But there we go. That's all the herbs. So how many herbs are there in the game? So that's what? 2 full rows of 15. So that's 3, that's 45, 90. They are 2s. Yeah. So yeah, 45, 90. And then that's what? 98. And then 12, 36. So there's 134 herbs in the game. That's quite a lot. And how many more reds than... There's 4 more reds than there are yellows. So you could sell... you could sell 4 red and green mixes early on, and you'd still get, all the red yellows and sell them. But I feel like late game, I don't feel like they're as big of a deal.
Hang on, sweetheart.
In the like for the no damage run and money, the red, green, yellows are what you want because they're 10 grand a piece. I just thought I'm gonna have to stitch these 2 videos together. So there we go. Yeah, this is the end of the game. This is the Devil May Cry ending. It's funny, I didn't really think of that until that was pointed out. I think it was on a GamerFAQs thread about like how the similarities between Resident Evil 4 and Devil May Cry. It's like they literally have the same ending minus a vehicle. And you're like, yeah, they do actually. It's a fair point. Cool. Yeah. Also Halo 1. Yeah. Wicked. I'm gonna pop in a quick save. Look at that, a video call in 2005, man. That's the future. 6 hours and 4 minutes. That was relatively long. Alright. Yeah, the only downside to labbing this no damage run is that I've lost all my prep saves, so I am going to have to do that again at some point. But that's just another reason to just play... That's just another reason to play this game again. So... Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to edit those videos together, so I will, I think I will call it there. And I will have some din-dins, and then, I don't know what's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, we'll play some Halo tomorrow. We'll play some Halo tomorrow. We'll play a bit more RE4 on Friday, and then hopefully Saturday this week, I'll have another stab at the no-kill run. Hell no, I ain't playing the game like that. I'll have another go at the no save, no damage, kill all run, hopefully on Saturday. So yeah. Is Sunshine? Yeah, Sunshine is on. He's playing some AC2, so we'll go quickly raid him. I'm playing through Halo 1 at the moment. I started Halo 1 last night. I want to replay all of the Halos. It's been a while, so I figured I'd go through all the Halos again and move my monitors out of the way. Alright guys, I will catch you tomorrow for some Halo. And, your... Oh, I was... Your bead connect... I was like, what? Thank you. Well, this is... Yeah, I'll have to edit these, so bye-bye Archive channel, and bye-bye stream. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.